أنا سامع من هلي لا فتى إلا علي، أنا سامع من هلي لا فتى إلا علي، يا علي يا علي يا علي يا علي.
من صغر حبك سكن دلالي، أنا غير هواك ما يحلالي، أنت روحي ومنتي وآمالي، أنت روحي ومنتي وآمالي. أنا سامع من هلي لا فتى إلا علي.
علي 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 مولا علي علي مولا علي علي مولا علي علي مولا وحده 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 لا شبيه له علي 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 علي مولا علي علي مولا علي علي مولا علي علي مولا علي مولا علي علي مولا علي علي مولا علي علي مولا علي مولا علي علي مولا علي علي مولا علي علي مولا.
Now next I'll ask the son of Maulana Sahib, Muhammad Taqvi, to come forward and read in English. Salawat.
Please recite the salawat. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وحبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المحسومين، منتجبين المنتخبين المظلومين الغرر الميامين، سيما بقية الله في الأراضين وحجته على الخلائق أجمعين، سيدنا وإمام زماننا وصاحب نعمتنا وولي أمرنا مهدي هذه الأمة وطؤوس أهل الجنة الحجة ابن الحسن العسكري فداه أرواح العالمين. صلوات. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فقال جبرائيل عليه السلام: تحدمت والله واركان الهدى قد قتلت علي المرتضى. فقال علي عليه السلام: فزت ورب الكعبة. What I have narrated before you today is two narrations, one from the Archangel and one from Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. As you all know, we are here to commemorate the death of the commander of the faithful, Amir al-Mu'mineen. But inshallah, I'd like to take your mind a little bit back before the actual death took place, or before the actual strike that struck him took place, and just tell you how this was instigated in a short period of time. Beginning from the Battle of Jamal, Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, being the Caliph of Islam, came at number 4. And he had 3 battles during his lifetime. To mention Imam Ali, I'll begin to say it's not easy, because there's so much you can say about such a great personality. It's hard to sum Imam Ali up. There's a narration that tells us that if all the sea in the world turned to ink, all the trees turned to actual pens, humans and jinns and all other creations of God sat down and started to write the greatness of Amir al-Mu'mineen, the Prophet said you still won't be able to. That is how great Amir al-Mu'mineen is. But inshallah, in the short time that I've been given, I'd like to explain a little bit to you. The first battle that took place during the Caliphate of Amir al-Mu'mineen was known as the Battle of Jamal. Not to delve too much into the battles, we'll go quickly forward. But it's a battle that was instigated, we don't need to mention names, but we know. The battle took place. The main concept is that this battle instigated a flame that actually began the battle known as the Battle of Siffin. Right? I'm sure you're all familiar with this. The Battle of Siffin, within this battle came the 3rd battle. Note how each battle instigated the flame for the next one. After this came the Battle of Nahrawan. So let's just talk a little bit about the Battle of Siffin real quick. In the Battle of Siffin, Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib was about to get the upper hand in the battle. He sent his companion Malik Ashtar to go forward towards the tents of Muawiyah, and he told him to achieve victory. Now Muawiyah had let's say an advisor, a person used to advise him known as Amr ibn al-As. He decided now to raise basically the papers of the Quran on spears, raise them up and call Imam Ali to an arbitration. Because he could see that victory, you can't get it now. There is a reason why the statement is there, La fatta illa Ali, la sayfa illa zulfiqar. When you fight Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, don't expect to win. So using that, he understood, that's it, there's no way we can win, so now I need to do something. In which they raised the spears up with the Quranic verses to call them to an arbitration, call them to the rule of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib knew what he was doing. He understood his deceivedness. He knew what he was trying to do. So Imam Ali tried to explain to his companions, no, don't fall for the trap. They're not really calling me to an arbitration. They can see that victory, they can't get it. This is the last means of approach left for them. But sadly, there were certain people in Imam Ali's camp that basically we call as the Khawarij. They were formed from his camp. How? When the spears were raised, they were called to an arbitration. Imam Ali tried his very best. They're deceiving you. Don't fall for it. No, listen, don't. But there's a thing, as we say, deed. Right? They're too stubborn. So now, Imam Ali said, okay, fine, if you want an arbitration, let's go for an arbitration. Imam Ali wanted to send Malik Ashtar, who was a very well-known companion of Amir al-Mu'mineen. But no, they sent someone else, who let's just say wasn't as smart. From there came Amr ibn al-As, who everybody knew as the deceiver. The quick plan was, Amr ibn al-As said to the person who came from the arbitration from Imam Ali, here's what we're going to do. You're going to say, I denounce Ali. I'm going to say, I denounce Muawiyah. Together, we'll get rid of these two, and then together we can elect a great king, a great Khalifa. That person fell for his trap. Okay, yeah, let's go for it. So they went forward. Now he said, you go first. I'll go after you. Okay. So now when the person who was representing Imam Ali came forward, he just said simply, I denounce Ali. Now it's his turn. He came on and said, I don't know what you're talking about, but I am denouncing Muawiyah. So from here you can see that Amr ibn al-As was known for his trickery. Now the people in the battle who Imam Ali told, let's carry on fighting, they said to Ali ibn Abi Talib, if you fight, we'll fight you. This is the book of God. They were known as the Khawarij. Now let's concentrate on them. After the battle of Siffin, an arbitration took place. No need to delve too much into history, I'm sure you all know about it already. But moving on forward, now Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib wanted to take another battle with Muawiyah. So he told Malik Ashtar, here's what we're going to do. I want you to gather a group of people, march towards Damascus. I'll meet you there. What we will do is we'll wage another war against Muawiyah. Now while this was going on, the Khawarij now had denounced Muawiyah, had denounced Imam Ali, and said that there is no rule but the rule of God. We don't need Khalifas anymore. Let's denounce these two. We'll elect our own Khalifa, and we'll just take Islam to another top. What they were doing, whoever loved Amir al-Mu'mineen, they'd kill him. Whoever even mentioned greatness towards Ali ibn Abi Talib, they'd kill him straight away. And then the hadiths come to the mind when the Prophet used to say, Ya Ali la yuhibbuka illa mu'min. No one will love you except a true believer. And you remember the hadith of the Holy Prophet where he used to say, to mention Ali, dhikru Ali ibadah, it's worship just to mention Amir al-Mu'mineen. But these people had created a concept where you even mention him, you'll get killed. If you say you love him, you'll get killed. If you don't curse him, you'll get killed. This is just something that came from the Bani Umayyah. I'm not going to delve too much into that. So now, a quick example is there was a person who had a pregnant wife and he was going towards from one location to another. Halfway through the location, the Khawarij stopped him, took him to their camp. Who are you? He explained, my name is Abdullah. Who's your dad? Who's your mum? What religion do you follow? They basically started trying to get the information out of him. They said to him, tell us about Ali. What do you think about Ali ibn Abi Talib? He says, I sacrificed myself for Ali. Now I wouldn't say it's a mistake, but in that time it was a mistake to say it. The moment they said that, not only did the Khawarij kill that person, but his wife was pregnant, who they killed his wife, cut her stomach open, took the baby out, put it on a spear and raised it up. When Ali ibn Abi Talib was informed about this, he said to Malik Ashtar, now turn your camp around, go towards there and let's take a battle with the Khawarij. This is known as the Battle of Nahwan. During this battle, Imam Ali, basically let's just say wiped out the Khawarij, to such an extent that they began to run. The hatred of Ali ibn Abi Talib grew in their hearts, which instigated why we are all here today. Their plan was as follows. They said, we have Muawiyah, Amr ibn al-As, Ali ibn Abi Talib. Each one will kill another one, right? When all three are dead, we'll elect our own Khalifa, we'll elect our own successor, we'll go on with our life. They thought, okay, this is why we are here today, to commemorate the death of Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib. Now just to mention this, and then inshallah that's all I'll say, is look at the greatness of Amir al-Mu'mineen compared to the other two, who actually opposed his caliphate. On the one hand, we have Ibn Muljim, la'natullahi alayh, who was told, you go kill Amir al-Mu'mineen. Then you had another person who went to kill Muawiyah, another person who went to kill Amr ibn al-As. No, Amr ibn al-As and Muawiyah were not killed. With Amr ibn al-As, it's very, come on, he's a tricky person. What he done was, he never led the prayers that day because somebody already told him somebody was coming to kill you. He led somebody else there and he stood in the back. When that person came, he stood next to Amr ibn al-As. He said, why are you here? He goes, I may as well tell you now, when the prayer starts, I'm going to kill Amr ibn al-As. Amr ibn al-As is standing next to him. He goes, oh really? Okay. Before the prayer even started, they killed him. Same thing with Muawiyah. He went to kill Muawiyah, the person, but he was not successful and Muawiyah killed him. Note, these two people killed those that came to kill him. With Amir al-Mu'mineen, he was struck in the mosque. When he was struck, the cry came out from Imam Ali's name, Fuztu wa Rabbil Kaaba. I swear by the Lord of the Kaaba, I, Ali ibn Abi Talib, have succeeded. Have you ever heard anybody say that in history? Starting from the first prophet coming right down till, let's just say, the 11th Imam. Has anybody ever said that upon their death? No. Imam Ali said, I have succeeded. He told his son Hassan al-Mujtaba, you lead the prayers. And Imam Ali went to the side and he offered his prayers. He went home. Now note the differences between the first two so-called Khalifas and let's just say Ali ibn Abi Talib. They brought Ibn Muljam to Imam Ali's house in chains, let's just say ropes. Imam Ali looked and said, what are you doing? Release those ropes. Why are you oppressing him yet? I'm still alive. Let go. So they took off the rope. They said, give him somewhere to sit down. He's been standing up for a while. He might be tired. He looks hungry. Give him some food. He looks thirsty. Give him some water. Look at the, let's just say, the justice of Ali ibn Abi Talib. This person has just struck you with a poisoned sword. You're about to die. Yet Imam Ali showed such greatness towards that person that he said, let him sit down. Let him eat. Give him some water. Give him some food. And then we delve into Karbala. The same son of Ali ibn Abi Talib. Did they give him water? Not just him. You look at a 6-month baby. Did they give him water? Moving further on, you look at a 4-year-old daughter, Imam al-Hussein. Did they give her water? Note the way the father shows such compassion even towards his enemies. We have narrations that tell us in the battlefield, if a person was on the floor, Ali ibn Abi Talib would not hit him. If a person did not have a sword to defend himself, Ali ibn Abi Talib would not hit him. He'd actually give him a sword, wait for him to stand up and then fight him. And then you look at the way they massacred his son.
أنا سامع من هلي يا فتى إلا علي. أنا سامع من هلي يا فتى إلا علي. يا علي يا علي يا علي يا علي.
من صغر حبك سكن دلاني. أنا غير هواك ما يحلالي. روحي ومنتي وآمالي. انت روحي ومنتي وآمالي. أنا سامع من هلي لا فتى إلا علي.
علي 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 علي
علي مولى علي علي مولى علي علي مولى علي علي مولى
وحده 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 لا شبيه له وحده لا شبيه له وحده لا شبيه له وحده لا شبيه له.